Ma'am, you need to present it from the LMS. So can you please open your LMS?
Yeah, this is not LMS. Okay, one minute.
Yeah.
I have opened the LMS. It is here. This one.
No, I can see a copy of Capstone. This is a copy of your Capstone. So you have to present it from the LMS. So we are able to see your downloaded PPT, ma'am. So can you close this and share again? Share your screen again.
Okay.
1 minute. I'll just assist you. I'm just stopping your screen sharing. Ma'am, now you have to share the screen in which your LMS is open. Click on share, ma'am.
Okay, 1 minute.
Yes, ma'am.
Share screen.
Yeah. And select your LMS window in which your LMS is open, ma'am.
This one? No, this one, right?
Ma'am, I'll do a video call to you. 1 minute. I'm not able to see which screen are you selecting.
Now, this is my LMS, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Now, how do I get my presentation here?
This is your presentation only, ma'am. Capstone.
This is my presentation, right?
Yeah, correct.
Shall I disconnect you, Preeti, on my phone?
Yeah.
So this is it.
Yeah.
No, this is the guideline.
Sorry, ma'am, you have to click on your submissions. Click on the materials tab.
Okay.
Okay.
I went here. Shouldn't I check here?
Ma'am, click on view my attempt.
Yes.
Yeah. 1 minute. It's not opening. Scroll down, ma'am.
No.
You clicked on view my attempt, right, ma'am?
Yes, yes.
It is on the right hand side at the bottom, ma'am. Click on that, view my attempt. That is a guideline, ma'am, not that one.
I clicked on that. See here, I clicked this, view my attempts.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. This is on.
Yes.
Yeah. You can start from here, ma'am.
Yes. Is everything okay, or do I need to do slideshow?
Yeah, please click on slideshow, ma'am.
Is that fine?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll start now. Okay. Good evening. Hi, Preeti, and hi, Kritika. It's a lovely evening and glad to have both of you with me. So I'm so eager today to share whatever I feel and I think, especially. I don't know if I'll be able to do the presentation properly, but I'm extremely excited to share my learnings with you, basically. Okay. So this is Shazia Tabassum, principal of New School Isa High School, Hyderabad, from the 7th cohort. Here are a few details. We are basically a CBSE school, a secondary school, not a senior secondary one. Alifia ma'am being our director. and that's the school address and the email and everything. Now, basically, our vision, I would like to share a little, is that we would like to build a culture of innovation and expertise in the school, and an environment of joyful learning. If you see our tagline, it that also says where the mind is without fear. So basically, it is all the vision of Alifia ma'am that she wants to bring in children that joyful learning where there is no fear, no boundary. And we would like to build a culture of experiential and differential learning in the school, wherein there is inclusive education, and develop socially aware citizens with new world careers. That is basically our vision. And then I have given the mission also, that which is in alignment with the vision. Here, this is the counseling department with Mrs. Hussain and myself and the other members who are a team with us. Ms. Sumaya, she is a part-time psychological counselor at our school. And the other ones are Lavanya. Lavanya is a member of the 5th cohort, I suppose. And we have Asiya, Samira, and Mr. Sardar who are helping us right now. Now, the counseling curriculum. Here, basically, in this counseling curriculum, we have already started with orientation of students. Last year, I already started with orientation of my students. I started with a few programs, whatever I was learning, I started with those things. So the stage is set, kind of a thing. Basically, I am a person who would like to share always. So whatever new I learn, I am eager to either share that with the teachers in my teacher training sessions, or I implement it in the class with my students. So the orientation and a part of the research, presentations and all is done. So now my high school children, grade 8, 9, and 10, they are into this mode and into the mood of counseling and exploring careers. In the coming year, we have planned in this way. And to be very frank, you would see the same slide in Alifia ma'am's presentation also, because we have planned it together. Also, I should say that some of the
Ma'am,
things
you need to, sorry, ma'am, you need to move ahead to that slide. You're still on the title slide for me. It's frozen.
Oh.
Preeti, can you see something different?
No, actually, yeah, it's only the title slide for me also.
Ma'am, can you just stop the screen sharing and restart it?
Yeah, because I am on the 4th slide now. As I'm talking, I'm moving.
Oh, I think it's just frozen. Maybe you need to just stop and restart the sharing.
Okay. Yeah, I'm here. Can you see it now?
Yeah, I can see it.
You can see? Okay. Are you able to see the slides that I'm changing?
Yes, ma'am. Now
Can you move ahead, ma'am? Can you just move ahead?
Okay. Can you see the counseling curriculum?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry for that. So our plan for the coming, I was telling that this is what we have planned together, myself and ma'am. And a few of the things we could not incorporate here, which is there in my calendar, in the next year's calendar of events that we have made. So our plan is that we would do this orientation program with our parents, and then do the need analysis for the students through SWOT and many other things. And then help children do the research and then their presentations with their peers, with the other class students, presentations in the assemblies. And this beautiful idea and beautiful, what to say, initiative that we started with IC3 of visits to industry and to different universities. So we plan to continue with that. And then we have also planned to have these special assemblies wherein we would call people from different walks of life to share their experiences. And we would also call alumni. When I talk about alumni, I should say that we are a very, very old school. Our school is in existence even before independence. It was in a different form. It started with a madarsa, with totally Islamic education. Then it turned to an Urdu medium education, proper education. Then it for a few days, a few years, it was a Telugu medium, and then turned into a state board English medium school. And now we are a CBSE school. So why I'm telling you this is we have alumni all over the world. I sometimes see very, very old people coming to me and telling, कि मैम मेरे पोतरे को, मेरे नवासे को, मेरे ग्रैंड चाइल्ड को एडमिशन चाहिए, मैं भी यही स्कूल का हूँ. So, I feel like an outsider sometimes. I feel it is their school. So we have planned to call alumni from different places to talk about their achievements and what they have achieved, what they have not achieved, and how can children learn from that. And we also plan to have a career fair and develop different skills. We have incorporated even this in our calendar to have children develop their communication skills, their writing skills, and these things. Like from CBSE also, when we in future slides, in the further slides, I'll talk about skill development, where CBSE is insisting more on employability skills. So we have incorporated that in our this plan. Now, when I come to the domain-wise developments, I would like to give you a brief on all the 7 domains that we have to. First, talking about the counseling curriculum, in all the slides again and again, you will find me telling that initially, prior to IC3, we hardly had anything related to career counseling at our school. Though our school is so old, but we actually did not have any such thing as a, see, as school heads, we are all into counseling, whether we want it or no, whether we have the expertise or not. We keep counseling because that trust of parents is there, because children trust us. So I should submit that as a school head, I have always been doing this counseling, but somewhere or the other, it would prick me, that my conscience would always prick me, and I would always feel, okay, I need to learn more. There is something that I need to know. I was so apprehensive even while I was doing this counseling, because what was in my mind, what I knew, I told them. But I knew there was a lot that I need to know, because what I did for my own children, it doesn't hold good now. My children are already graduates. So that feeling of that some vacuum was always there. But yes, I should say that we had a 2-day career guidance and counseling training from CBSE. I grabbed that opportunity and I had these 2 full days of training. That gave me a slight idea of how the counseling should happen, how we as counselors are not able to tell anything. We should elicit that from, we should make them aware of their own thoughts, their own strengths, and all that is there. So that idea I had, and through that program, I had also learned a few activities. Now, as it is my habit, immediately I started implementing that in my classes. Now, again, because we did not have this curriculum embedded, I did not have any assigned periods for that. So I had to borrow periods from my teachers, and I did implement whatever I had learned. So that is how I gave them some research on subject areas. I gave them each discipline and I said, explore all the possible careers. In every career, what is the scope? What is the path to that particular career? How much are they paid? what is the work environment like, what are the challenges, all this my children had done. And whatever I would learn in the class, I would try to implement it with my students, and also give lots of orientation to my teachers. I don't know if I was right, but there were times, a couple of times where I showed them the recordings. There were some lectures which I was really impressed by, and I felt all teachers should know this. So I had a meeting and I showed them those videos on my system on the projector, because I wanted everybody to learn from that. So that work I already did, and with the curriculum that we have planned, we will definitely do it. But here I would like to say the challenge that we are facing now is, as a school head, I am so occupied with the administrative and academic responsibilities that I am not able to, like, I am not satisfied, because I whatever is in my head, I am not able to implement everything. And Alifia ma'am, as a director, she is even more busy. So we feel the need of having some good hands who can implement what we think, what we plan in our heads. So that is a little challenge that we are facing. Now, when we talk about the resources, again, previously, prior to IC3, we hardly had any resource for counseling. But now I can very happily say that my students are a resource themselves, because they have started doing research. They have started presenting it to their peers and to the other school students. And we, as a management and staff, we are also, like, now I have a team of teachers whom I have started training. I have started uh, making them think on these lines, and they have started doing a little research. Also here, I should say that our management has many colleges across Hyderabad and elsewhere, but we have a college by the name Nawab Shah Alam Engineering College, Nawab Shah Alam College of Management, College of Technology in our same campus. But because we did not give importance to career counseling, we did not give importance to counseling as a curriculum, we actually did not bother. But our college does have a counseling department. There is the in charge there, Mr. Raza. He is an extremely learned person with regard to counseling, with regard to careers. So now we have started taking his help. An amazing personality. He is orienting our children, and he is giving our children a lot of exposure. So that is another resource, I should say. Again, here, the challenge that we have is our budget. Going further, I will definitely share with you what kind of a school we are and why this budget is a constraint with us. So because of the budget, because of the very, very minimum budget that we can allocate to this, we can actually not do everything that we want. We are restricted. Now, information related to data management and documentation. When I hear other people at the IC3 sessions, I feel a little low sometimes, because we are not a senior secondary school. So I actually am not able to implement everything that we are learning with regard to universities, careers, and documentation and all that, because we are just secondary school and we are not a very big school. We have limited children. But yes, I would like to tell that I have already started work on this, not with regard to their documenting about after 12th or in about their undergrad programs like other people talk about. But yes, I have started a management system wherein I have started documenting everything about the children. Basically, my long-term goal is that as the child enters school at a pre-primary or primary level, from then, year after year, we should be able to record everything about the child, not only his academic progress, but his progress in the co-curricular activities in the field of sports. What are his likes? What are his dislikes? What are his strengths, his weaknesses? How is his behavior and attitude? And what are his achievements? Year after year, how is his personality changing? You see, over a period of time, we can very well see that graph. What was the child interested in his primary years? Then as he is growing, what is his interest? And as he grows into a teenager, how his interests are changing. And this I have planned to produce in the form of a 360-degree progress card. And here this is what I have started. And my goal is that in future, I will be implementing the self-assessment, peer assessment, parent assessment, and all these things also in my progress card. And I am hoping that this, at the time the child will be leaving my school, I will be able to reflect on this and give feedback to the child as to what would be best for him to do. So based on this progress card, the child will be able to choose his career. So I feel very happy about that. A little challenge here is, now that I have started implementing this, I have a great challenge working with the IT department so that they put everything in place as it is in my mind. A little challenge with the teachers so that they do assessments properly. They have that awareness and experience of, first of all, coming out of that traditional method and thinking on these lines and doing assessments and implementing this. See, assessment doesn't come all of a sudden. It has to be first implemented, trained, and then based on that, the assessments take place. So that's a little challenge, but I'm sure it will definitely bear fruit. And I will be overcoming this challenge very soon. Now, with regard to rating this on the based on the counseling office, here if you see the student and parent interactions, because we did not have many and we just started, we have given a comparatively low rating to this. And because we have started organizing seminars and workshops for parents, we have given the next category a higher rating. Research, again, because it has just started, the research for college pathways and all, we have rated it 4. And because we have not organized any fair yet, but we are planning, so we have rated that as 2. The need analysis we have started. In the next slides, I will tell you what we have done for this need analysis. And reporting the progress of the counseling department activities to school leadership. Again, you see, we have not escalated this yet to our secretary because there we have to show result, but we are still planning and implementing it. Then documentation, we have rated it slightly higher because we have started documentation. And this self-exploration activities, this also we have started. Basically, what I have to tell here is that post-pandemic, see, this issue of children's needs and the need analysis and the counseling and psychometric testing and all, this has been there. But post-pandemic, it has highlighted. And we are able to very obviously see some student, in spite of our intervention, in spite of all the remediation that we give, we are able to see that they have issues with learning. So there are many learning difficulties that children have. So we were able to do this. We were able to put them through a psychological counselor, do psychometric testing, and we have given help them a lot based on the psychometric report. I should be very gladly sharing this, that we are able to discuss this with the parents, and we are able to replace some of their subjects with some skill subjects where children were found to gain their confidence. And such children, this result that we have received now last week, such children have secured 80-85% marks. So I feel that I have achieved something there. Now, the process of the counseling department. Here, earlier, there was very little work, but now we have started, like I told previously, apart from the need analysis and everything, we have started these visits to the colleges and showing children the importance of careers and such things. With the teachers, we have started planning every lesson with regard to a focus on career counseling. You will see the same thing in my short-term and mid-term goals, wherein I have put this as a goal, wherein I have already started training teachers on this. They will be, while they are planning their lesson from the very basic level, they will focus on how to orient this lesson with regard to career counseling. And again, as I told you, skill development, skill subjects that we have introduced in the school, like artificial intelligence, IT, painting, beauty care, accounting, all such skill subjects we have introduced. Then coming to roles and responsibilities of counselors. Here I should say that the psychometric test that we are taking, the help of the psychological counselor that we are taking, this is helping us a lot. But we are basically a school with mostly first generation learners. We do have children who come from good families, from families where there are both parents working in corporates, but most of our children come from homes where nobody is learned. So they are themselves first generation learners. Now, when in such a scenario, what happens is we have two kinds of parents. There is one parent who knows that he doesn't know. Okay. Such parents, they come to us when we counsel them, when we talk to them, when we say, okay, now this career is gone. Abhi engineer ka aisa hai, abhi new age careers hai, abhi aage aane wale, there are more options. Let the child explore. They know that we know better. They totally, ji madam, theek hai, aap jaisa bolenge waise karenge. They keep coming back to us. Even after 2 years, 4 years. Recently, I had a parent come with a box of sweet, telling that ma'am, आप जैसा बोले थे वैसे ही करें, अभी मेरे बच्चे का ये हो गया है, +2 हो गया है, अब आप जैसे गाइड करेंगे तो वैसे उनको आगे पढ़ाएंगे.
Shazia ma'am, I'm so sorry. You have 5 minutes left only.
Okay, I'll hurry up with that. So we have another set of parents who don't know, but they feel that whatever they know is the best. So such parents, we really find it challenging because they are not ready to listen. Even after getting the psychometric report, just this last year we had one serious example where the child is unable to do mathematics. The psychometric report shows him having a great difficulty working with numbers. But the father says, I am an engineer, my child is going to be a civil engineer. The child is extremely well on stage, an amazing artist without preparation, but the father doesn't agree. So we are yet a long way to go in counseling such parents. I'm sure everybody will understand, but it will take time. Now, again, with CPD, one very important point I should tell here is that, as I told previously, both I and ma'am together, having done this flagship program, we are totally aware. We know what and how to do. But implementation is a slight challenge. Now we want our teachers to join this program, but it's just because of the family obligations and some restrictions from their families for the residential week, because of which they are not able to do the program. I'm just hoping that I have a handful of teachers who have done the IC3 program, and it will be a great asset for the school. Network building, I should say that I am very, very poor. I was very, very poor at networking. Thanks to ICT, I realized how important networking and collaboration is. Alifia ma'am, being a Rotarian, she always has her known people collaborate and bring awareness and benefit the children as much as possible. But I have also started doing things. Now, I think throughout my talk, I have told you so much about the short-term and mid-term and long-term goals. These goals are already there in my curriculum. If you see the SWOT analysis and the research that children would do, the presentations they would share, the assembly talks, all this is my short-term goal. The medium goal is regarding the teachers, implementing it in the class, the teachers learning to write their, make children learn communication skills, essay writing, and teachers themselves getting orientation on these skills. Now, one important thing I would like to specify here is we plan to have Saturday assemblies with people from different walks of life. We want to involve parents from different walks of life to come and share their experiences, their careers, and also other people in our society would come and do that. And we plan to have a fair, a career fair, where we would call people from different careers, have stalls set up for them, wherein children would be free to go and talk to any stall and clarify their doubts. This is our plan for the year. With regard to the management, it becomes extremely simple for me, because Alifia ma'am has the authority, she has the hold over everything at school. She doesn't have to ask permission for anything. So as she has and myself, we have done it together. So whatever we discuss or whatever I plan, she is very much ready to implement it. And her inputs, she keeps giving me inputs, and her suggestions are always very beneficial. So we are a team and very, very thankful about it. And now, as a conclusion, I should say that I have started implementing the program with grade 9 and 10 students myself, though not in a very properly organized way, but as and when I learn, I've started doing it. I started training my staff on building awareness about careers. We have already set up the counseling lab. We have started orienting the parents. So I should be very happy to tell that we are working with all the stakeholders, alhamdulillah, and I'm really, really happy and eager to see very soon that we will be having confident students aware of the 21st century careers, and having all the skills, having awareness of the different universities, different careers, and different options for them. As my concluding note, I have given you pehle hi ke, though I was doing this counseling every time as a nature, as my profession demands it, but somewhere I always felt that I needed more knowledge. Extremely thanks to IC3, extremely thanks, extreme gratitude to Mr. Ganesh, to Dr. Preeti. Oh my God, a wonderful lady. Many times I see her in my dream also. Such an amazing part of IC3 is Kritika, and the backbone of IC3 being you, Preeti. We should be highly thankful to you as school heads, as principals. You know, we have to always pose a very strong personality, but insides always we definitely felt that something is missing. And IC3, with all the knowledge that IC3 has given, we feel more complete now. We feel that yes, now we have some knowledge and we'll be able to guide students. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Shazia ma'am, I'm very
Shall I stop sharing so that I can see you?
Yeah, please feel free to stop sharing. And we can also